time, everybody clap your hands.
Today's been a crazy day, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna call the boys' school.
Elementary. For student absences or attendance, please press 1. For student registration, please press 2.
I guess I would just press 1. I'm not quite sure, but the boys' school's trying to get a hold of me.
While I transfer nurse office.
Hi, I was calling back.
Is this for Jonah?
Yes. Well, maybe.
Hi.
I don't know. I'm his mom.
Okay. So, Jonah was in a classroom with a child. It was considered a close contact with a child that, or I don't even know if it's a student, but with someone that tested positive. And so he does need to be picked up. When you come and pick him up, they'll explain the process because there is like a modified quarantine. You have a couple different options of what you'll be able to do, but they'll explain all that when you come and pick him up.
Where is he at the moment?
He is up here in the office in what they call the quarantine room. So he's not in class right now. He is up here in the office.
Okay, so he's an identical twin that is in the only gate class you guys offer, but
okay.
Malachi wasn't in contact, but Jonah was?
No, yeah. So what they do is they do have seating charts. So they base it off of that. Anybody that's considered a close contact, obviously, because they're sitting in the same classroom, you know, they're going to be exposed to that child for like 15 minutes or longer in one period of time. So that means brother was not close enough to be considered a close contact.
Well, I can guarantee your brother's going to be that close at home. So what's the option there?
Yeah, so actually, that is something that they will explain here. I don't have all the options. They just asked me to call to let you know that he does need to be picked up, but they can explain all that and answer any questions that you have when you do come and pick them up.
Okay, I'm on my way. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. Can you come with me so you know what questions to ask?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Okay, so they're in the same classroom, but one was exposed, one wasn't. But you gotta come get one, not the other. But they live together. They share literally the same underwear.
Well, I mean, when it's clean.
When it's clean. Okay. I was talking to Jessica when I came, so I'm gonna call her back real quick. Okay, this is the funniest thing ever.
Okay.
Jonah was exposed in the same classroom, but Malachi wasn't, so Jonah has to come home and Malachi doesn't.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my.
I was like, they literally wear the same underwear, so what do we do? She was like, well, you can come get Jonah. He's in a quarantine room sitting at school. I mean, I guess we'd have to wait until he's symptomatic or whatever, or asymptomatic or F-symptomatic or whatever. I don't know. I don't really get this.
I mean, that's the same. Well, yours is even crazier than my situation because mine was like, oh, I have a sister. Like, Landon's sister, who he shares a bedroom with, is at the same school as him. So, but she doesn't have to quarantine, and they said the same thing. It's just, yeah, if you're in direct contact, it's honestly a really stupid thing, especially in this situation, where it's like they literally are the same person. They share everything. They do everything together. So one has to stay home in quarantine, but the other one doesn't. If anything, I feel like they should have both of them stay home in quarantine, but that's just not their freaking policy. Like, you're like having a repeat of my week last week.
Okay, I'm gonna unfollow you, I'm gonna unfriend you, and I'm gonna unsubscribe to you. You already moved away, so we're fine.
You're dead to us.
You're dead to me. You gave me all this bad vibes.
Oh my gosh, such good. Well, I'm almost to the school, so I will text you in a little bit, okay?
Okay, yep, keep me updated.
Okay, bye now.
I'm invested. Okay, bye.
Wish me luck! I'm nervous. I'm worried more about Jonah, who's just here, you know? He has no idea what to do. He's just looking at us like a little, this is how the animals feel at the zoo, you know? Like, oh, look at that monkey. Isn't he cute?
Jonah? Okay. Let me get Jonah.
Okay. That's all right.
Okay. So what has happened is that Jonah is considered in close contact with someone who tested positive. And we do what's called a modified seating chart. So we keep the kids in small groups and small pods. So there's 3 people being sent home. And what he has the option of, you can take him home today and you could keep him home for 10 days and he would return on the 7th because of the holidays and everything. Or modified quarantine, the state allows us, you could take him right now and you could go get a COVID test. He could come back as long as he's asymptomatic.
He's saying no. Okay.
He's like, I don't want that on my nose.
Liam told me what it felt like.
It makes you kind of sneeze. It made me sneeze each time.
If Liam jumps off, I'm just kidding.
So what could happen is you could actually take him today, get a COVID test. You could bring him back. As long as he remains asymptomatic, he can continue attending. But what has to happen is he would get a COVID test. You would bring back showing us that he had the COVID test. In 2 days, when you get the results, or on Monday, you would bring back to us, wait, but today's Wednesday. So Friday, if you had the results at that point in time, you would bring those results to us. He continues attending. Monday, you do it again, or Sunday over the weekend, you can do it again. So you could get a COVID test. On Monday, you bring him in. On those days, he doesn't come in through the gates. He comes in through the office. He brings that paperwork. We make a copy of it. When he gets the second COVID test results, we keep a copy of it. And then on the 7th, he's considered off of modified quarantine. And as long as he tests twice, once immediately, which would be today, and the next one 3 to 5 days later. We have the proof of testing, the proof of results. He continues coming to school masked and is on modified quarantine.
So if he goes today, gets tested, he still remains at home because we don't have the results?
No, you can bring him back. I know. The state has mandated this, and we even questioned it, and they said, because the rationale behind it is because this close contact
is a controlled
environment, and both people were masked. In most contact, it's 15 minutes unmasked in the same position, but these are both masks. So it's very controlled, and so the state allows us to do that. If at any point he develops symptoms during this, we wouldn't want you to send him. We'd want you to call us in and go on from there.
So a couple different questions.
Okay.
One, what happens if we don't test him?
You keep him for
10 days, right? And then he comes back, don't have to show anything.
No.
Other than he has to be asymptomatic, not have a fever, and continue to mask up like a normal condition.
Exactly. He doesn't get to come to school. He stays at home, and you bring him
For
in.
10 days.
And on that 10th day, which would be the 7th because of the holidays and everything, you would, again, he has to come in through this office on that day he returns. Any day he returns to school with results or his ending, it has to come through this office because we have to notify the teachers that, otherwise what happens, they end up in class and the teachers are like, why is this kid, you know.
As well, his brother, identical twin, in the class.
So what has happened is identical twin, you guys are seated in different seating charts, huh? So he's apart from each other.
But what I mean to say is, we're going to be at home. I guarantee you they're going to be in 15-foot proximity without masks on.
And that's okay because he is...
I'm sorry.
It's okay. He is... It's almost as though he's secondhand exposure because of the mask. So even siblings in the district, siblings in school, they all stay in because that's why we do that modified seating chart. If we didn't do that, then what happens is we evacuate the entire class.
I understand.
And that's what was happening
Small
last
clusters.
year.
Yeah,
I know. And so this also, like what I'm telling you about this modified contact, it only works if the contact happened in school. So like if you said he contacted Auntie over the weekend and she's tested positive, he's going to continue masking, he's going to test twice. Can't do that. It's only because it's in this controlled environment and we are monitoring and we're following the state guidelines.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'm sure you
I
understand
understand.
that.
I absolutely do.
We do. 100%.
Some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't, and some of it they're winging, and some of it's extra precautionary,
So it sounds like we need to talk to Jonah. He's going home regardless and see what he wants to do, and we'll go from there.
Then you'll sign him out, and then if you would, just keep the girls posted on what you decide, and so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
All right?
Now distance learning, laptop, all of that is still offered for him.
No, we can't do distance learning because it doesn't have all the tech set up yet.
Yeah, it's not, there's not going to be distance learning.
Do you know when the exposure happened? You said he returns back on the 7th, so what, like the 19th, 20th?
Oh, wait, let me double check that date that I'm telling you. I just now realized, because your exposure, you're right, I'm doing today's date. I apologize. 1 second, let me grab my paper.
It's scary that, it's just interesting that it happened on the 20th. He's been at school for now the 3rd day. So many questions, I'm so confused.
Okay, I'm so glad that got mentioned because I was doing other calculations back there on different dates. His exposure was on the 20th. His return date, because we go back to the last date of exposure and that's what we go from. His return
Monday,
date
right?
would be on 8/31.
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
It ends on the 30th and he returns on the 31st.
Got it.
Okay,
That's the
you want that?
Yes.
You put it in there? Okay.
I'll take it.
I'm so glad you guys said that. So,
Okay.
okay.
It's a cobra. There's a
Oh,
little
it's
eye.
my favorite. Hey, listen, you know you're not in trouble, right? Okay.
I told you. Don't ever hit. And
Oh my gosh, what if we have to like pick him up for that one day? All right, let's put this in here.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys know how clear mud is?
What?
Do you know how clear mud is?
It's not clear.
there you go.
Exactly. All right, so here's
I
a.
don't like your face.
You know what?
I'm putting you back in school so everyone else can.
Can I show you a video of a COVID testing?
Yeah, I know what it is. Okay, yeah.
Can I?
Mhm.
Okay, Miss Jessica has one of Landon. Here's the thing, Jonah. If you get COVID tested today with or without a positive test, it can be negative or positive, you can come back to school if you get COVID tested today.
What? No. Wait, what? It doesn't make sense.
Thank you. That's exactly what the lady said.
He can come back tomorrow, not today.
No, he can come back today.
No,
If I
she
get
said
tested
he can come back.
positive, then I can still come
thought
back to
she-
school?
You're gonna have to rewind this.
So
Otherwise-
if he goes today, gets tested, he still remains at home because we don't have the results.
No.
No, you can bring him back. I know. The state has mandated this, and we even questioned it, and they said, because the rationale behind it is because this close contact
Is it controlled?
is a controlled environment, and both people were masked.
She said he can come back today. I said without a result.
Tomorrow.
Because the result will not be given to him until Friday, no matter what. If not later.
Well, and we don't need to do rapid tests, right? Just a regular test.
The Salida
2A.
Library.
They're closer. Do they still do it over by Food Mix?
No more masks.
Oh, I'll find a place.
So do you want to get tested?
I'm gonna look at it.
And okay, let me call Miss Jessica and see if she can send it.
Just tell her I got
Find
too,
COVID
or
test
reaction.
centers near me.
Hey, so he can go back to class today if he gets tested for COVID.
Interesting. Even though he was in direct contact?
Yeah. With or
Was it
without a
unmasked?
result.
Huh.
Do you have that video of Landon? Because he's like, I don't want to get tested. I don't want to get, which is fine. Like, he doesn't have to, but I want him, because he said that his classmate told him about the COVID test.
Oh, and dramatized it.
Most likely. I was like, if Liam jumped off a bridge.
Landon was so scared, and he did it, and he was like, oh, that was it? It was the easiest freaking thing. Let me send you the video. I have it right there. It's a very short video, but you could see him doing it himself. And I heard a lot of places do that, let them do it himself. He kind of wished that, because it's really not their fucking fault.
Yeah, that's true.
So dumb. You can, if you choose to get him tested, you can send him back right now, regardless of the result.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Yeah.
That's
Ryan, do you still have Photoshop? I'm just kidding.
right? That's a
I'm
good
not
test.
breaking the law.
Oh my gosh, hey.
No breaking laws.
Oh my gosh. And then on top of that, the teacher is not set up for distance learning. So I have a Jonah who's going to enter data on
Dude,
spreadsheets for me
No,
now.
We're gonna watch Star Wars or something.
Ryan said I'm gonna watch Star Wars with him. He's like literally out of school. Malachi is gonna be like, dang it, we should have switched seats.
also-
Oh my gosh. So anyway, that's that. I don't know what to make of it or anything at all. I'm just confused. You know what I mean?
Like, what did they say about Malachi? You're allowed to keep him home, yeah?
Yeah, that's the thing. Ryan's like, they're gonna be like a blink and an eye away from each other because they're twins on top of everything, right? So they do not have any personal space. I'll close it, son. They don't have any personal space or anything like that. And then on top of all of that, we also have Silas.
Dude, that doesn't make any freaking sense. Why I mean, couldn't you in theory then just say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him tested. Here he is. Take him back. Well, you said that he was last on site last Thursday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it's Tuesday. Yeah, this is like literally the exact same thing that, because Landon's was Wednesday and they told us on Monday. So yours was the exact same time frame, and he found out over the weekend that he tested positive, and the last time he was on campus was Wednesday, and then they let him go back on Thursday after he had 2 COVID tests, one of which being after the 6-day mark.
Wow.
Bizarre. I just don't get it. I don't get how you could be in the same class, it technically not be required that the other one stay home.
And the crazy thing for me is that, like, okay, we're planning like the trips and stuff like that, right? And I'm like, dude, we can't go to like Disney World with you guys. You guys can't go to Legoland with us. All of these things, right? Because our kids' attendance. And here,
it's like so easy to just have freaking excused absences like this.
Exactly. So now they're like, here's Jonah with no schoolwork.
Everybody's gonna get COVID a week before Thanksgiving.
You know what? I'm gonna go test the kid that tested positive just to make sure they're not trying to get another 10-day vacation. I just kind of want to talk Jonah into getting a test done. You know what I mean? But it's like,
it's like so. Like, I mean, maybe if you look at, and maybe like even try calling them and be like, hey, what's your policy for kids? Like, can they do it on themselves? Or the other option that they give me every time I went with kids is that the parent can do it. So you'd be like, do you want me to do it? And it truly is so simple. It is. I promise him, it is nothing that it would. Like, I can have all of my kids vouch for that too, and be like, bro, like, it's really just sticking your nose is worse, and it lasts 10 seconds.
This is teaching the kids that they don't have to get a test done, and they can get out of school for 10 days. This is what it's teaching them. This is great.
Yep.
The other thing is, he has no symptoms. He's completely fine. You know what I mean? Dude, I gotta call my father-in-law, their piano lesson lady, like, hey, this is what's going on, you know, like, just to make them aware of what's happening and seeing what they want to decide too, you know?
Yeah, just that so make sure you tell them, like, he is not positive, but he just was in contact with someone at school.
Meanwhile, Chris is sending videos to Silas on our group chat.
Is he? What? On Silas? Wait, to Silas?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's because of the tractors and stuff. I guess there's work being done in your backyard.
Oh.
Silas literally will ask to roll all of that back and look at it on just random days.
Oh my god, my baby.
It's such cute, so.
Loves it.
Anyway, I'm glad that we all have separate lives right now and we don't need to hang out together.
And they're still parallel.
Yeah, so.
Well, keep me in the loop. I've invested. So.
Oh, such good, such good. All right, dude, have a great day. I'll chat with you soon.
Fun. Will do. Talk to you later.
Bye now. Okay, I'm starving. Have you had lunch yet, Malachi? Or, wrong kid. I only have one. I still get it wrong. You haven't had lunch yet? What are you guys doing?
Trying to fix. Well, if he's been exposed to COVID, I'm certainly exposing myself to it too, so.
You know what? Can we get some sort of special, can I check box here for some sort of something? Jonah, can I talk to you though?
I'm gonna stick on screen classes on here.
Can I talk to you?
Yeah.
You understand that if you get tested for COVID today, that it's not painful. They can give you like a Q-tip, and we can practice at home. Literally, it doesn't even go, it's like literally gonna be right here. It doesn't go up here or anything like that. Just right here. We can practice at home, and I can show you, you can research YouTube videos on my computer up there.
Like, what are you supposed to do? Like,
So pretty much, you know how when you put your finger up your nose and it's like a little bit wet, the little moisture in your nose, that's what they test. They need it to be like a little bit gooey. So you're literally gonna do that and then just give it to them on both noses, or not noses, both nostrils. Yeah.
on each, like, on each, like, Q-tip side?
And you do that, and then you just hand it back to the person. If you do that, you can go back to school and you can continue learning. I am not pressuring you whatsoever.
I don't really want to.
Okay. But if you don't do that, you have to stay at home for 10 days.
I know.
Okay. And you don't want to get tested? Okay. So Jonah's not going to get tested. He's going to hang out with us. I am going to make him my coworker, so we're going to...
Yay! Connected!
Just make the best of it. Can I bribe you?
Huh?
Can I bribe you?
What does that mean?
If I let you pick out any toy.
How many? Just one?
Well, it depends on how much it is.
Like a $30 max limit.
And I will take you to any store. I'm just concerned about your education.
I want a VR.
I
want a VR.
You're not getting
He wants a VR. It's like... Yeah, you have 3 uncles. You can start collecting money from them.
Okay. I don't want anything. I want to stay here.
Are you kidding me? Why don't you want to go back to school?
I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Except I don't want to go to the doctors.
What if mommy gets a test too? I'll go first.
I think you already got one.
No, I will literally go with you. And I'll go first. You'll see me. I'll get a test first. And then you can go after me. I think that you're going to miss out on a lot of school in 10 days. And that's what breaks my heart, is that that's a lot of things that you're going to be missing out on school.
I don't want to.
Okay. All right. You guys already know that my mother-in-law is high risk because of her age and everything. So they're vaccinated, but I just want to touch bases with them. And then also my father-in-law is older too. So I just want to tell them where we're at. And today's Wednesday, so it's family dinner too. So I'm gonna try Dad's cell phone. Grammy might be at like a Bible study or something, or mentoring somebody.
Thank you for calling the tenants. We're unable to take your call at the present time.
They have an answering machine. It's kind of cool.
And a number, we'll call you back as soon as we can. Thank you.
Hello, it's your favorite daughter-in-law. Will you give me a call back when you get this message? Love you, bye. Okay, I'm trying Dad's cell phone now.
Hello.
Hi, Dad, how are you?
Good.
So a little bit of a situation. Only 11:30 if you want to connect with Grammy and then get back to us. And then I need to call Linda also to let her know.
So when I finish the gym, I'll give her a call, figure out what happens next.
Yeah.
So Malachi gets to stay in school?
Malachi does get to stay in school, you are correct. And they are in the same class.
But that it seems strange because Malachi's going to come home and be in the same room with Jonah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what Ryan and I are saying. And there's nothing, no symptoms. He doesn't have any headache or anything whatsoever. So, but it's just wanted to tell you though, so that way you guys know whatever decision you guys make as far as coming over and stuff, we respect it. We didn't want you guys to show up here and then be like, oh, forgot to call you, you know?
Yeah, okay. Well, when I get home, Grammy should be there and we can figure out what she wants to do.
Okay, meanwhile, I will call Linda, okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Dad. Have a good workout.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye now. Okay, so I came outside to call their piano teacher.
Hi, Rosalind. How are you?
I wanted to tell you that, and then if you want to talk it over with your husband or your son to see where they are with piano lessons, whatever.
You know, Rosalind, I think we're fine, but you know what I noticed? I'm kind of doing with the doctors, that I teach so many doctors, and they all have their kids wear a mask because the schools are kind of full of it right now. So maybe Jonah could do that.
Okay.
And otherwise, I think we're fine.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
That's perfect. Either way, I'm completely okay with that. I just didn't want him to show up at your doorstep and be like, oh, by the way, you know?
Yeah, thank you. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're fine. We'll see him later.
Okay, sounds good. Miss Linda said you can come to piano still. So you're at least not like gonna be completely bored on Clever. Okay, good. So he has like access to some stuff on the internet for the laptop that he has for school. So we'll do that, and then maybe you can like help Malachi with his homework today. So that way, if you have any questions and stuff, he can actually like maybe show you some of the stuff if you have questions and stuff, so you can continue learning from him because you guys are in the same class. Okay. I will double check with your teacher to see if there is a packet that she can send home though. Or if she could make copies of Malachi stuff so you guys can do it together. And if you have questions, maybe Kai Kai can be your teacher.
Mommy.
What? After your nap.
It's already open.
Okay.
Can I play with it?
After your nap.
No.
No! Do you want to already take a nap? And then that way you wake up faster? My father-in-law called back and said that they are coming over because they're fully vaccinated. Their piano teacher said that the boys can come over still because everybody in their household is fully vaccinated. So that's where we are at with that. Malachi is like, my brother doesn't get to go back to school. Like, what?
Can we go play outside with the decorations?
Yeah, that's fine. Silas is gonna take a nap, and the twins are actually headed off to piano. I don't have any more updates for you guys. Where?
No, it's the Eiffel Tower.
Are you all set?
I want to go there.
You want to go to the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, can we pay with this?
No, this is
Stickle?
garbage. Oh, you don't have to throw it away, but it's not going to be able to pay for anything. Okay, did you go potty? You going to keep it in a safe place? Okay. He wants to go see the Statue of Liberty and the Eiffel Tower. He's actually been asking me that for a very long time. I don't have too much updates for you guys as far as Jonah and any of that stuff. Only thing I know is that he has chosen not to go get COVID tested. Ryan and I think that he can decide that, and we're we're leaving it at that. I think that's where I'm gonna end today's vlog, you guys. We have family dinner tonight. Ryan's cooking dinner, so hopefully you guys have me on Instagram. I will put the link in the description. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.
We'll see you next time.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go.